up, y'all? It's Jazz Michelle, and I'm back with another video. So sorry that I have not posted part 3. It's because I haven't really felt the need to post, because I was thinking, like, should I even post this anymore? But then, like, right now I don't care. Like, I'm about to keep pushing to tell this story because it needs to be told and it's gonna help me. But first and foremost, thank y'all for taking the time to watch these videos. It's very important to me. It means a lot to me. If you don't know, if you're new, if you don't know what's going on, you need to watch the other 2 videos because I'm not explaining. And this is what we're doing during quarantine, okay? So make sure you keep your sanitizer, okay, on you. Well, this is alcohol, but it does the job, okay? But let's get straight to the video. So where I left off in the second part was she had made the Facebook post and all this yada yada yada. So after the Facebook post, I went to go help my mom. After I helped my mom, my mom was talking to me and was like, you know what? You need to leave. Like, you need to leave, and you have to do it the right way. So the right way would be to write up a 30-day notice, because anywhere that you move out from, you have to write a 30-day notice. So that's what I did. So I wrote a 30-day notice, and I did a copy for the landlord, and I did a copy for Bree. And so when I wrote those 2 copies, I dropped it off to both of the areas. So I went to the landlord and I dropped it off to her, and then I went to to Bree's house and I dropped it off at her house. When I went to go give her the notice, the 30-day notice, she had wrote a sign on her refrigerator that said I couldn't touch anything. I couldn't touch the refrigerator. I couldn't touch pots, pans. I couldn't touch the microwave, the TV, the washing machine. I couldn't touch anything. So, basically, I wasn't gonna live there. Like, that's just what that is. Like, how do you expect me to live here and I can't touch anything? And she was saying, like, this is effective immediately. She had already moved some of my stuff. So maybe like a couple days after I dropped off the 30-day notice, Bree had sent me a text message, and she was like, I got your note or whatever, but I'm getting my locks changed because I don't want you coming into the house and taking my things or touching my stuff and blah, blah, blah. So she was like, I needed to basically pick a day and let her know when I was gonna be getting my stuff. And so at this time, I still had a key. That's how I was able to get in. I still had a key. So my thing was, like, if I'm giving you a 30-day notice, then I should have access all them 30 days to get my stuff. And she told the landlord that she wanted to get her locks changed. And she told her that the reason why she wanted to get her locks changed was because I wasn't paying the rent or wasn't trying to give her money and stuff like that. I don't know what's going on in my throat, but you need to stop. Yeah, so she told the landlord that I wasn't paying the money, and that's why she got her locks changed. So I called the landlord myself. Well, first we called the police because we like, how am I gonna get my stuff? Like, I have furniture, I have shoes, I have clothes, I have a lot of stuff that's there. So how am I supposed to get it, And so the police said the same thing. Like, if I wrote a 30-day notice, then I should be able to get my stuff within 30 days. And I wrote this in May, y'all. So then I think I wrote this on May 10th. Yeah, because I had until June. No, I wrote this May 14th, 13th, because this was June 13th, I believe. Around there. Or 14th, around there. But anyway, yeah, so I called the landlord, and mind you, I was calling this landlord multiple times, and she was ignoring I believe she was ignoring my calls, because every single time I called, it would always go on voicemail. I would always leave messages, and it just seemed like nobody was getting through to her. And then if I did call, she wasn't there, and all this, that, and the third. So when I finally got a hold of her, I told her that, you know, that wasn't the reason why this was happening. And so I told her I could come up to the leasing place or the office, and I can show you myself, you know, what she did, and this is the reason why I'm leaving. And, you know, I need to be able to get my stuff within this amount of time. So I brought up the fake leases to her, and I brought up everything, and she didn't even know what was going on. She was just like, wow, like, okay, well, I'll handle it. And after that, I don't know what she did. She didn't tell me what she did. I mean, that's really none of my business, but as long as she handled it, that's fine. But, you know, Bree needed to stop lying, because Bree was lying on me and my character, and I wasn't doing anything. But I still needed access to get my stuff. I'm trying to pick a day. My thing is, you know, what if the day that I pick, you not gonna be there, you at work or something? Like, I have to get my stuff, you know? And so, you know, Bree just kept being complicated, whatever. So it was a complicated situation. And then I kept trying to get a hold of the landlord. The landlord wasn't trying to be a part of it at all. And she, when I made the last conversation I had with the landlord, she was just like, you know what, like, y'all two need to stop. I don't want to be in the middle of it. You know, y'all need to handle this. This is between you and Bree. You know, this is not my doing. I'm going on vacation in a week, so y'all need to figure this out, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, wow. Like, you need to control your tenant, because, you know, I'm not doing anything. I'm just trying to peacefully get my stuff. That's all I'm really trying to do. And y'all both are making it complicated for me to get my things. And the day ended up being the last day that I had to get my things. And I believe that was June 14th. Why? I don't know. Bree was making this so complicated. Like, she was making this so complicated. And I had to wait an entire month to get my stuff. And so I only made 2 trips to get my things. The first trip, I came on that Tuesday of the week of June 14th, and her mother was there, but Bree wasn't. And her mother opened the door, and everything went smooth. Like, nothing happened or anything. Like, everything went smoothly. So when I came up there to get my stuff was moved. She claimed and said that she wasn't going to touch my stuff, but she did. She touched everything. She moved stuff and brought it to my bedroom. Now, how you gonna sit here and tell people and tell me that you don't want your stuff to be touched or moved, but you do that to me? Like, I'm not there, but you come into my room, you know, because that's still my room. You come into my room touching my stuff. You know, I could have had important stuff in there. Don't even know if you went through it or anything, took anything, all of that, all because you didn't want your stuff to be touched. Like, how you gonna sit here and touch my stuff? Like, when I left, my bed was clear. My bed was clear. Nothing was touched. I come back, it's stuff on my bed. It's food. It's cups that I bought her. It's a lot of stuff that's just on my bed when I come and get my stuff. I was still mad that I was locked out. When I was at work, everything was so awkward. It was so awkward coming to work and seeing her there. Especially when Kayla was there too. And Kayla stopped talking to me as well. Kayla said that, you know, like, after this whole situation had happened, Kayla stopped talking to me. Like, she stopped talking to me. I have no idea why she stopped. She claims it was from a different reason. She was saying that a situation that had nothing to do with her was the reason. But, you know, it was rumors going around that I didn't like her and all this other stuff. And it wasn't that I didn't like her. It was like a day that I was leaving from work, and I literally waved at her and told her, hey. And she didn't say nothing to me. And I'm just like, okay, like, since you don't want to say nothing, I'm not about to sit here and beg you to be my friend. I'm not going to beg you to talk to me. That's it. And so people gonna do what they want to do with words. They're gonna twist it up and they just gonna spread it around. So it was rumors going around that I didn't like her, and you know, I had a problem with her and stuff. I didn't have no problems. I was just like, you know, I'm not gonna make nobody talk to me. You know, I felt like this reason was why you weren't talking to me, because at first all three of us was cool, and then this started happening, and you know, you distance yourself. And it's crazy because like it was a situation that happened a while back. Like before this happened, Bree had a problem with me with the guy that came in with the shoes and stuff when I seen the shoes. And you know, Kayla was talking to me then. You know, Kayla was like, you know, this is wrong, like she's bullying you and all this other stuff. But then this happens and it's not the same. So I wasn't even worried about it. But people at work, you know, was telling me like, you just need to get your stuff and you need to go. Like that's what that is. Like, you just need to go. And so that's what all I was trying to do. Bree was making my life hell. She was talking about me behind my back, saying that, you know, telling other people my business, telling my job my business. And, you know, I didn't know really how to feel. Like, I was just like, you know, I didn't retaliate at all. I didn't retaliate. I only spoke to a couple people about it, like 2 people. Those are the only people that I really talked to. That was it. Like, I only spoke to 2 people, and you know, they were cool, they were loyal and stuff, so they were helping me. And so I'm trying not to cry thinking about this because this is very emotional for me. But it was just bold, because it's like, you know, I didn't know Bree that long, but it was just like the way she was acting, it just seemed like, you know, we were cool and stuff like that. But that's why you don't move in with people that you don't know. That's why you don't move in with friends. That's why you don't do any of that, because, you know, these are reasons why they could turn on you real quick. And, you know, that's that. The day that June 14th came, I had to move my stuff by myself. Like, I had got the moving company and everything like that. My parents, they were going to be here. Waiting for the moving guys to get here. They were going to open the door. So I had to be by myself. It wasn't no friends of it. I didn't have any friends available that day to help me. All the people that I asked were busy and stuff. So I had to go by myself. And so, me and Bree still weren't talking to that point. But I texted her and I told her, you know, we gonna be there this day at this time. And she was like, okay. So that day, it was a hot day. I was dressing cute. I'm not gonna lie. I was feeling pretty good. You know, I finally get to get my stuff. I got me a Slurpee. Like, I was feeling good. Like, I'm about to, you know, this is cool. I was on the phone with my friend. And, you know, when I told Bree, I text her and I told her, like, okay, you know, me and the movers are gonna be at your house at this time. She said okay, and that the door was gonna be open. She had a patio door to come through. She said that she was gonna open the door. So me and the movers got there at the same time. And so when we got there, the movers were in front of me. So they were walking in front of me. I let them walk in to her house first. So it wasn't like I was just standing there. But I walked in there first. She opened the door. And the first thing I noticed was that she was blasting music. So I don't know what it is about Bree and blasting music, but I mean, whatever. She was blasting music to the point where you couldn't hear anything. And so I went upstairs and I showed them, you know, the room, and I showed them what I wanted moved and all this other stuff. They asked me questions, blah, blah, blah. So they gave me the screws and stuff, and I took a couple things to my car because there were still things in the closet that I had, little stuff. So I took a couple stuff to my car. After that, after they gave me the screws and stuff, I went outside. I wasn't about to sit in the house, you know, looking, staring at her, knowing that we not cool. And, whew, my heart beating a little fast when I talk about this because it's just so much. But, yeah, so, I stood outside and, I was talking to my friend the whole time. So I'm directing the movers and all this other stuff. And I'm standing outside. So Bree, she came up to the patio door a couple times, looked at me, turned around, came outside. Like she looked outside and then turned right back around, and I noticed that, and I'm just like, what are you doing? And so I'm just like not paying it no mind. So then after that, um I seen Bree come outside. I'm still on the phone with my friend. I seen Bree come outside. She moves a trash can. She moves her trash can to the curb. She saying hi to everybody. People saying hi to her. I don't remember. I think my movers were coming outside when this happened. They were outside. But when Bree came back, because the movers were in the truck. When Bree came back, she came to me and she was like, I'm still on the phone. And I'm like, not even paying attention. But all I hear was, you got one more time and to talk about me and blah, blah, blah. And blah, and boom, just hit me. And I'm just sitting there like, what just happened? Now, I'm not a fighter. I've never been in a fight before in my life. So it's like when you in shock, you can't do anything. Like, I mean, nothing. You can't do anything. You can't think. You can't react. You can't move. I mean, all I kept trying to think to myself was just hit her, like fight back. And I couldn't. Like, I mean, I was trying, but it was like, it wasn't making anything. It wasn't making a difference. Like, I was still getting hit. And she hit me a couple times. She was yelling at me saying that, I almost got her evicted. I was telling her to get off of me. And so she wouldn't get off of me. She just kept hitting me in my head. Just kept hitting me. Kept hitting me.
Oh.
And so then I had a drink. She threw the drink at me. So I had, slushy all over me. I got up and I pushed her. And I'm like, yo, get off of me. Like, leave me alone. And so she's like, really? Really? She takes his shoe and she like throws that at me. And this happens all the time when I get scared. It's always happened. I peed myself. And I didn't really know that I was doing it until it happened. But I've always done that ever since I was little. Like, even when I got whoopings or anything, just scared. I've always done that. And she was like, you need to take your little pissy self and get out of my house and blah, 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 just talking mad crap. And it was embarrassing because it was people across the street who were instigating the whole thing, like, oh, they're fighting. It was a moving company right next door to her house that was just sitting there, and they just like turned around, like nobody helped me, like they seen this girl attacking me. This girl is huge, attacking somebody like me so little, and nobody helped. And I was just like, wow, like that's crazy. And so the movers from my company, they came over to me and they asked me, was I okay? And all I could just think about, I was just shaking. Like, I'm shaking right now talking about it, but I was just shaking. I don't know what was going on. Like, it's just crazy, like how somebody can treat you and they just feel like they can just put their hands on you because they want to. And I'm about to cry. It was embarrassing to me because, like, I don't know how to fight and I've never been in a fight, and I just never thought that I wouldn't be able to defend myself because I've never had to. So it's like, when this happened, I didn't know what to do. And I was just so in shock. And nobody would help me. I was just there. And and it's just sad, you know, it's just sad to know that. But I called my parents and I told them what happened immediately. They, you know, was saying, you know, like, oh, we knew this was gonna happen and this, that, and the third, and then I called 911 because I'm about to write a police report on you. So Bree goes back in the house and she changed her shirt like nothing happened. Like she changes it, whatever. I called the police and, you know, I called 911. They asked me questions, and I'm just at this point just in shock. Like I couldn't even speak at this point. The movers, they telling me like what do I think they should do. So I sent them here because my dad was staying here. My mom was on her way to the scene. And so the person that I was on the phone with, you know, he was asking me like, was I okay? And did he need to come up there? And he ended up coming with me to the police station. But the police, they came, and so my mom, she brought me a change of clothes and stuff like that. But it's just crazy, like how somebody think they could just put their hands on you for no reason. Like I did not do anything. Like I was literally standing outside. Like I was standing outside minding my own business, and you just come outside and just start wailing on me. Like I didn't come in talking mess. I wasn't saying anything that was bothering you. Like maybe my presence, but like I wasn't doing nothing. I wasn't trying to, and I wasn't even prepared for no fight, y'all. Like I wasn't even in no clothes to fight. Like I had on sandals. I had on these ripped jeans. I had on a top. Like I was not prepared to fight. But she was, and you know that's how you know that she planned to do that, because like she waited for the perfect opportunity to do that. And I was by myself, which was like the worst thing to do. But it's just really sad. Like I'm still upset about it. I mean, a lot of people are telling me that I shouldn't be, but I still am. Thank y'all for watching this video. This is really hard for me to talk about and open up about, because I don't like people knowing that, you know, I've been assaulted and stuff like that. Nobody should go through this. Nobody should have to feel this way. And hopefully, you know, people can come out and talk about domestic assault, domestic violence, whatever it is, you know, because it's bad. Like it's really bad. But I appreciate the support. If you haven't watched the other two videos, I suggest you go watch those. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all later.